Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Drag Racers Insurance Channel. I hope you're enjoying summer and racing season. There's been a lot of chatter online about insurance for race cars. There's some not so good information going around, and I'd like to maybe clear a few things up. And we're going to start today with deductibles. Deductibles are really important because all of these policies are property insurance policies. They all have deductibles, and you have to pay that. That basically lessens the amount of recovery that you'll get on a loss. Now, our deductible is pretty simple. It's a flat dollar amount, and it applies to the amount of the loss, not each item. Our three deductible amounts are $500, $1,000, and $2,500. So again, if you have a loss, regardless of the amount of items, the most you're going to pay is your deductible. Now, I have a competitor that's been doing a lot of talking, and they have what's called a percentage deductible. And from what I can tell, they're using a deductible percentage of 4%. Now, 4 sounds like it's less than 1,000. And of course, 4 is less than 1,000, but not quite necessarily the case in this application. So let's take a look at a loss. Let's say we have a $100,000 race car and a $40,000 trailer. Okay? Pretty easy, and God forbid you have a total loss. The thing burns down on the side of the road. And by the way, our policy, I don't know where that race fuel stuff comes from, but it's not from us. It's okay to carry race fuel. We all do. So in any event, you have a $140,000 loss, 2 items. With us, you have a $1,000 deductible. That's your deductible, $1,000. With a percentage deductible, let's start with the race car itself. It's $100,000. 4% of that is $4,000. So your deductible just on the car is $4,000. Add the trailer, which is $40,000. 4% of $40,000 is $1,400. $1,600. My math was a little off there, but $1,600. So you add that to the $4,000, so your deductible becomes $5,600. So now, which is better for you, the insured, $1,000 or $5,600? That's one of the reasons some people are able to brag that their rates are slightly lower, but you can end up really holding the bag because the percentage applies not to the loss, but to the amount of insurance on the item. It could even, in a smaller loss, could eliminate any recovery whatsoever. Now, what about your own personal policies? Well, I can tell you that auto policies with comprehensive and collision, those are per item deductibles. If you have a homeowner's policy, the homeowner's property deductible is per loss, and those can stack up. I remember a long time ago, some of my oldest clients had a loss where their detached garage burned to the ground, taking their 2 cars with them. So they ended up paying 3 deductibles. They paid the comprehensive deductible on 1 car, deductible on 2nd car, plus the deductible on the homeowners. So they ended up paying probably a couple of grand, maybe $3,000 in deductibles. They were not unhappy because it was a major loss, and they got about $150,000 from that loss. But those are the way they apply. Now, percentage deductibles, if you live anywhere that is weather reliant, like maybe in Florida or Texas or on the Gulf, a lot of homeowners policies now use percentage deductibles, but for certain losses, especially windstorm, hurricane, stuff like that. So keep in mind, if you have a $200,000 house and you got a 5% windstorm deductible, okay, you're talking about a pretty big deductible there. You're talking, a 10,000, all right, yeah, $10,000 deductible. In the case of a windstorm loss, it can be higher because the home values are going up crazily due to the cost of construction materials. So keep that in mind. Take a look at your race car policy, see what you got. Take a look at your personal lines policies and see what you have for deductibles. Better that you know. You might not be able to change it, but at least you have some idea of what you're going to pay before there's a loss. Thanks for joining us. We have another installment coming up shortly. Have a great day. Oh, and don't forget, like and subscribe.